Amanda.
And I am Katie.
Welcome back to the Adoption Lounge.
We're so excited to talk to you today. But first, how's your summer going?
It's going great. I'm in the thick of baseball, almost over.
I was going to say, I haven't seen you in several weeks because you are always at baseball.
Well, and then when my child said, oh, you know what? I'm so glad baseball's almost over. I'm going to actually join a travel basketball team to keep you guys busy in the months that you normally aren't busy. So that's fun.
Oh,
How
Clark.
about you?
I feel like Clark should have approved that with me first.
He should have.
Like, that's just crazy. Well, Reese leaves for camp on Sunday, and it's his very first sleepaway camp, and I was super excited about it and very normal. And now that we're almost to the day, I'm having a daily on the verge of a panic attack kind of feeling with me all the time. And I'm sure he's going to be fine, but it's my first time having him
gonna love it.
Away from home overnight.
Reese also joined a baseball team, so now we are both baseball moms.
Yes, you are a bad influence. But they created a new baseball team in our district for kids with special needs. So it's been really fun. He had his first game last week, and then he has 3 more games, and we're hoping to expand the season next year. So shout out to Natalie and the Algonquin Twisters.
Adorable.
But today we're going to talk about different ways that you can help yourselves during the process to basically put your best foot forward and ensure that everything you're putting out there that the expectant mom is seeing is going to be well received, and that you're kind of doing everything you can to get yourself, I don't know, point across.
Yeah, even in addition to a profile, because there's other things you can do, other ways that you can get yourselves out there beyond.
Yes, we'll talk about doing a video too. My favorite advice for a video, I'm like, if you send me a video and it is more than 2 minutes, I am not watching it. I'm not going to edit it.
The expectant mom.
Yeah, I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to watch it. I have no feedback for you because it hasn't been viewed until it is under maybe 3 minutes. Maybe I'll be a little bit nice. But yeah, we'll start with the profile. We have a wonderful profile team that'll help you with this, but I really do think that this is universal advice regardless of who you're working with or even if you're self-marketing. But I think that it's really important, first of all, to be as authentic as possible. I think people overthink. They think that it should be some kind of layout in Reader's Digest, very fancy. And unfortunately, that is going to alienate a lot of expectant moms who might almost feel intimidated to speak to you or be concerned that you're just not really going to have anything in common or anything to talk about.
Well, and candid photos, too, are going to give more of a picture into what your life is like, what the dynamic is between you two if you're adopting with a spouse or a partner. And so the photos, what people will run out and get like really professional photos done. It's great to throw some of those in there, but it doesn't really encapsulate who you are or what you guys like to do for fun. I think it comes off more genuine.
I agree. And it's also a money saver because a lot of people are spending money on new photo packages when in reality, you know, I would look back to maybe engagement style photos if it was recent enough. One of those for maybe the front cover, or just have a friend come over with an iPhone.
Honestly, with phones now, you can really do everything yourself on your phone.
Yes, exactly. So no need to hire anybody. And you don't want to fill the whole profile with that anyway. Just like you said, candid photos. And I always say goofy pictures where you can kind of see the personalities coming out, you know.
Have somebody come over and take photos of things that you guys like to do together. So if you have a game night planned, have somebody snap some pictures.
Yes.
Or like, for instance, I love cooking. So I would probably have a photo in there of me and my spouse cooking, right? So do those, or if you like to garden.
Cute little apron.
Yes, which I have. Thank you.
I have seen it and gotten to eat your cooking.
Right. So I just think that comes across better. And you know what's really funny is I actually had feedback from an expectant mom once that a couple of them that said that they chose photo or profiles of people who smiled with their teeth. When they didn't, they thought that it was not as genuine. And it's so funny. I would never think about something like that. But I've never.
Until she said it, it never crossed my mind.
And now I look at profiles and I'm like, yep, they smile with their teeth.
Yeah, because I think she thought it was just way more genuine, showed real, pure joy, as opposed
looking
to just
happier.
Yeah. So when you're going to pick, don't just pick pictures where you're like, oh, I really like this photo of myself. We look so cute, because that doesn't matter.
Yes. And, you know, there's something that we do that I really like is at the bottom of our profile, we have a section where you get to pick like favorite things. And it's just like a quick shot of who you guys are. And that's really unique and fun to try to, you know, incorporate things that you guys like to do, even if who you're working with doesn't have that type of section in their profile, incorporating that into the verbiage just what you guys like to do, dream vacations, things that you hope to be doing with your child, experiences that you hope to share.
Favorite TV show?
Yeah.
Favorite food? I mean, we have a lot of families get chosen based on this favorite section because it's immediately something you have in common.
Yes.
And actually something we just started doing very recently, which I think is so cool, is our birth mother services team, who is amazing, started asking the expectant moms for their favorites as well. Isn't that
love
so
it
cool?
so much because I mean, obviously when you're talking with an expectant mom, you know, things like that will be shared, but not everybody gets. Some people get immediate opportunities, but they don't get the opportunity to communicate with the birth mom as much. So just to keep that and show that to their child,
like at that
too.
moment in time, that was her favorite movie or that was her favorite TV show.
Or favorite tradition or whatever.
Exactly. And then as an adopted kid, I'll tell you that will probably be always something that just feels, she feels a little connected in that way.
Course,
you know, if I knew my birth mom's favorite TV show at that time, I probably would have intentionally watched it and been like, this is so interesting, like a little window.
Or, you know, favorite artist or favorite type of music. And it would have been so neat to watch.
Favorite artist made me think of like someone being like Degas. You know, Monet.
We don't know that the birth mom doesn't have a connection with Van Gogh.
Musical artist, but I just, in my head, I was trying to imagine what I would even pick for that. Like, just real big Picasso fan. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Well, that's how I feel when people ask me what my favorite, like book writer, you know, author. God, the word. And I'm like, I don't know, scary ones. Whoever writes scary books. Actually, I have a Frida McFadden. That's my favorite. But
I was like, you know who your favorite author
now because people
is.
ask, and I need
to know who your favorite book writer is.
Listen,
I'm gonna remember that forever. That's the beauty of friendship, too.
Well, and now everyone else will because it's going to be on the internet.
It's my favorite.
The World Wide Web.
Favorite kind of mistake. But, you know, we do have some examples of other profiles. So we don't do the really big, we should probably switch, the really big profile books that a lot of families do, or a lot of agencies do. We do just a simple 6-page magazine style brochure. I have this t-shirt. I just noticed I have this
You
t-shirt.
do?
I do.
I don't have these t-shirts, but these are nice.
Yeah, so it's just nice because it's a little glimpse into the family and not just this big profile book that's just almost too much information because we want her to get to know you directly. So, you know, just a little thing to show your personality. And each section is about 4 to 6 sentences. You know, it's very broken down. And I just think, like, this is just a really nice
There's
layout.
the favorite section.
I know.
This is what ours looks like with the favorites.
Tacos, same.
And what's really unique too, at least with Lifelong and Angel, we have something called like a vision board. So these designs are designed specifically for families so that it can encapsulate who the family is. Because this is the first, when you think about how important the profile is, it's the first interaction she has with you, first impression. Yeah. So 100%. It should jump out and look like you. If you're fun and artistic, it should be maybe a little bit more loud in colors. Yeah. For somebody that maybe is more streamlined and, you know,
if you're funny, be funny. You know, whatever it is. I always say if you're a nerd, I'm a huge nerd, like be a nerd.
We also allow for you to some different talking points. So that way not every profile is exactly the same information. It's all topics that she typically wants to know about families. But that way when she's looking at 10 profiles, they're not the same. So this one has like home and pets, about us.
One of our families one time, because I think also bring your own ideas and we'll tell you if it's feasible or not. But one of our families I'll never forget, she wanted to handwrite the Dear Expectant Mom letter on the back. So our profile team was able to like impose that. Yeah. So it was like handwritten. And I just think that's such a personal touch. That's so neat. So I just think that with these profiles, you just really want to be yourselves, as simplistic as advice that sounds. Yeah. And the best humble brag I would say is probably travel.
Yeah, and although it's serious, and this goes for, you know, everyone, you know, I know that this is such a serious time in your life, but if, like what Katie said, like if you are goofy or funny or quirky, be that in here because, you know, she's also going through an emotional time and you may be a light. Yeah. It may not seem so heavy when she's looking at your profile, and that could be the reason why she chooses you.
Another thing is that a lot of agencies will actually charge a huge media package for a video. And, you know, it's not that I'm saying that they don't do a nice job. I just think it's unnecessary because this is something you can do on your own completely free of charge. And we'll help you with that. We'll let you know what software programs to use, how to upload it to YouTube so it's not searchable, but it is still public and viewable. And then, of course, give you all our advice and opinions and all of that to help so that you're not having to shell out more money with an already expensive process.
Absolutely.
But that's all we have. Hopefully that's helpful.
Yeah, hopefully this was helpful. And if you obviously have any questions, reach out, let us know. We're happy to answer anything.
Yep, we also have an amazing adoption guide that you can download off of our website anytime. And of course, we're always available for questions. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.